What's going on, my G's? Ben Macaulay here. I've had a few requests from you guys asking me to show you some Amapiano tips on FL. So let's do a quick beat breakdown for this Amapiano beat. I'm going to play the beat first so you can listen to it. And I'm going to walk you through some of the things I've done to make this happen. Okay? Let's get it. Yo, FL is sick. Sheesh. Wow, that was dope. Okay, starting from the intro, right? I made a very simple Amapiano drum loop. And I'm swinging on the instrument to about 18% to give it that extra groove. For the melodies, they are really simple melodies. This is a very simple beat. Starting off with this string goal pad from Harmless. I'm not doing too much of it, just using the EQ to cut off some of the low frequencies and then adding a ton of reverb to it. Again, this is a very simple beat with very minimal melodies, so using a lot of reverb is a great way to make the beat sound full and bang. Then I have this 70 poly sound from Harmless. By the way, this VST is perfect for my piano. There are tons of sound you can use for my piano. I'm also cutting out some of the low frequencies with the EQ, added a ton of reverb, and then I'm using this Baby Comeback plugin by Baby Audio to create this movement that you hear. Right, I've set the delay time to a dotted 8 note. Without it, this is what it sounds like. And with it, I also have this Pluck Angel sound from Harmless. And now I'm going to show you how to make a simple melody like this, right? Sound very expensive or dramatic. All right, let's go. Without the effect, this is what it sounds like. It's actually a dope sound by default, right? But I want to add that extra movement to make it sound more ka-ching. I'm EQing out the low frequencies, added a ton of reverb with Valhalla Supermassive, using Fruity Filter to adjust the cutoff frequency, and using the Baby Comeback plugin to add movement to the sound. But that's not all. I've also automated the reverb mix level to increase as the sound plays. I'm doing the same for my cutoff frequency and the same thing for the mix level of the Baby Comeback delay. And when we put all of that together, this is what we have. So you see, it's a great way to make a very simple melody sound expensive, sound ka-ching. I also added this trance organ from Poison. This is another dope VST for my piano. There's a lot of amazing sounds here as well. What am I doing to it? Okay, let's see. Again, I'm EQing out the low frequencies, adding a ton of reverb with Supermassive. I'm using Pancake to do the auto pan. The mix is set to 50%, right? And then, as usual, kickstart for that sidechain movement, you know what I'm saying? Movement is key, you know? What else we doing here? And then I've added this popular Amapiano synth bass. Yeah. It's from GMS. It's called the Diablo CE. This beat is actually quite mad. I mean, it's everywhere. But I increased the attack time so the bass sounds like it's gliding, right? Let me put the attack time to 0 so you see what it sounds like. Right? But when you increase the attack time, I'm going to put it at 0.66%. So it creates a very nice effect, you know, slash movements. You know, again, movement is key. And then I have the sound that I'm using as a transition sound. It's called Voice AI from Harmless. Again, like I told you, man, Harmless, there's a lot of dope sounds you can use from Amapiano. So that's it for the intro, actually. Oh, okay, cool. And then we have, you know, the ice crash or the riser. I mean, Amapiano is not complete without that sound. And then the verse, this is where it starts to get very interesting. Hey! Bruh, the log drum on this beat is bad. So what do we have here? We have the sound from Massive, Rolling Thunder. Again, very simple melodies, right? I'm not doing too much at all, but I've randomized the velocity of the notes so it sounds more natural, you know, movement. So it's not robotic, man. And then the log drum. Bruh. Nah, man. See, FL is actually very, very dope. Right. I do enjoy making beats on FL just as much. And now the hook is where it gets even crazier. I need to pay attention to the fact that throughout the beat, there's like change for every 8 bars. It's just a good way to just keep the beat interesting. Feels like you're telling a story like that, you know? Feels like you're painting a picture, right? Bruh, okay. So, I mean, for the chorus, what am I doing here? Oh, yeah, this sound. So I did this, what's it called? Theremin Opera from Harmless again. Dope sounds from Harmless. I did another house bass. Yeah, it's called Dual. For this sound, actually, this Theremin Opera, what are we doing? Is it? I've added a ton of reverb. I'm using Pancake. This time around, the mix is turned up to the max, 100%, because I want to just keep going from left to right and just, you know, move. And then we have kickstart for that sidechain effect as well. And so it's like up and down, left to right. Madness. Listen to this on your headphone and bruh. And then I have this very, very nice sound. It's called Scanner from Harmless again. Man, this beat is just Harmless everywhere. There's a lot of dope sound, like I said, from Harmless. I'm not doing too much to it, just a lot of reverb. I'm using the Fab EQ to boost some of the higher frequencies so it can get more presence within the music. Bruh, sounds dope. I mean, for the whole song, I purposely did not play like full chords in the beat, but just for this part, I played some chords just to kind of like elevate, you know, the music a little bit. And then I took the chord out for the second part of the hook. By the time I'm done arranging this beat, obviously I'm going to add 1 or 2 things, but it's still going to be a very, very simple beat. So I'm just using this, what's it called? This choir sound. From Labs. This is a very dope sound. And again, bruh, cannot stress this enough. Movement. So we have Pancake for that. Pan from left to right automatically set to 50%. Kickstart. create that sidechain effect, you know? So it's a whole, I don't know how to explain it. It's just like a whole concert of amazing sounds just moving. Simple sounds, but they're just moving all over the place. And then I have a lot of reverb as well. Valhalla Supermassive. This plugin is actually free and it's very dope. You should get it. I'm telling you, man. This is a very, very, very popular Amapiano sound again from Poison. It's still the same KBD trance organ that I used earlier, but this time around I'm just playing like single notes. So, you know, and then there's like, you know, tons of reverb, pancake for movement, kickstart again for movement. Bruh, I cannot stress it enough. Movement is key. So we have a sub. What am I using for the sub bass? So I'm using the sub bass from DX10. It's called FM sub. I've layered that with a log drum. Bruh, remember what I said about using different kinds of log drum in your beat to create excitement? That's what I'm doing here as well. I'm going from a smoother log drum tone to this harsh one. And you can pause this video and copy this setting if you want to get this log drum sound. It's actually very, very dope, man. It's hard as F. So I think that's it. I mean, what else do we have here? This sound. I actually stole this sound from one Amapiano jam from SA that I mixed recently. And then I renamed it Ghost Cave. But it sounds like a cave that is filled with ghosts. Like. And for the hook part, I've added this snare to bring extra ginger to the beat. Right, and this is how you do the Amapiano snare roll in FL Studio. Let's go. So the first thing you want to do is chop up your snare. But that's not going to give us the effect we want, right? So we're going to reduce the length of the snare and then double it. But to be accurate, in FL Studio, you click Snap to Grid. And then you go and select quarter step. And if you notice, the lines have doubled. So now if we select everything and reduce the length, you hold shift and double it. Next thing we're going to do is adjust the velocity of the notes. You come down here, see where it says control. By default, it's already on velocity. So this is the velocity of every note. This is basically how loud these notes are. So we want the note to go from loud to quiet. So you just click and drag. And that's it, pretty much. And now if you play this is what you have. That's how you do the Amapiano snare roll in FL Studio. So that's it for this beat. I hope you learned something and thank you for watching. Don't forget to browse the channel and subscribe and share this video. Let's all be dope as fuck. Like, drop comments, and then I shall see you on the next one.